Hello there. So in this video, I will be showing you all of my materials and explain how I would have created them, the materials I would have used to put them together, the time taken to make them, and the cost of any external materials. So let's start with lesson one, which was based on pears. For this lesson, I would have created a pear basket. As you see here in the video, I used cardboard box, paint, brown foam, green glitter foam, black foam, plain paper sheet, blue foam, and a little bit of pink foam to bring this box into great design. I wanted something extra. You know how to create this box, it only took me about, I believe, 30 minutes. And I had materials around the classroom that I would have used. Now, within the basket, I would have placed some pears that I bought from the supermarket. That would have cost me around, in total, maybe like about 900 something because I bought, all the little stuff you saw me have there. Now, these materials I am showing you here are the materials I, as the teacher, dressed up as to get the children attention. Of course, it will be quite, you know, weird that their teacher is wearing socks and gloves and they will become very curious. So, those are just the things I would have put on to capture the children's attention. And it didn't cost me a lot of time. I just had to create a basket. For this clip here, I just wanted to show you guys the setup, the little idea. Of course, the real thing was set up a little bit differently. I spread everything out around the classroom, and the children would have had to walk into the classroom and see random peers on the floor, and I would have been dressed up in peers as well. And that's just me role playing how they would have looked. Very excited, picking up stuff. However, I want to do point out I did not put both pear gloves there. I just put that there for the video, but I had the other pear in the pear basket for them to find afterwards. Now for my lesson 2, which was based on number 5, this is how I would have went about making my materials. I used a cardboard box, of course, to create this mini theater, and I used glitter foam, green glitter foam, red glitter foam, and blue paint to just give it some color, and I would have papered behind the theater. The part behind the theater is the place to just put the puppets, which I will show you in a few. In fact, I actually don't have the puppets in this video, but yeah, this would have took me like an hour and 30 minutes because I take my time and do work. I don't know why. Like, I'm not a fast worker when it comes to making things, so I need a lot of time, and it really took me an hour and like 30 minutes, I believe. So here I have things of 5. First, I have picture showing the toes because we have 5 toes and a picture showing a hand. I have 5 sausages, honey bars, fish, and eggs. This clip here is showing you, basically the puppet sticks, which I didn't have the puppets on. And then here is the game, the beer game that was used to get the children attention. It was a very unique activity for the children. I had to pretend to be the bear, and those little round holes is for me to push my hand through. As you can see within the video there, I had the bear paw, the bear headband, so that the children can know that okay, their teacher will pretend to be the bear. And they had to feed me the fish and the honey jar because that's what bear like. And I had to be happy that they're feeding me it. This was very exciting for them, I believe, and of course I believe I could have did some more beering, acting like the bear, but it turned out well. This would have take me like about 2-3 hours to make, pretty much 3 hours. I had initially painted it, but I changed my mind and put foam because I was encouraged to put foam. I got help making this, transforming it Yeah, so that was what my lesson 2 was consist of. For my lesson 3, the role of the family in the home, I would have created two house A and house B. This is house A being shown, that is showing here. This was the clean house. So I had printed out some pictures. I would have already, prepped the house space and everything, so I didn't get to film it. But that's how house A look, and these are the pictures for the outside of the house. And this is just the clip showing you how the whole thing look like, and so forth. Now this here coming up is house B. House B is the dirty house. I thought that this would have been so easy for the children to figure out. Yeah, so this is house B. Really pretty looking and simple. It's big and viewable for the children to see. Really nice. So in this lesson, I had the children role play. So in this clip here, you are seeing me making the headbands, the base of the headband. So you can observe that I had to cut them out, and then I utilize materials, equipments like scissors, ruler, pen, and so forth. And then I had the printed pictures of the family member to paste on. As you guys can see, I was pretty much struggling to squeeze the silicone out, but we made it, of course. And then I had help from one of the children from my classroom because they were watching me make these things. In this clip right here, I got help. And then that's the end result. And this is just a mini clip of what, the idea I was prepping up, but this is not how everything looked. I had everything kind of arranged in the actual classroom, and those are some materials we used. For my lesson 4, things found in the home, I created a house with the help of one of my fellow staff at school. She helped me create this house, and I appreciate her help. She was the one that helped cut and paste, and I basically did the bare minimum. But this house took a good 3 days to make. It took 3 days to make, and materials like color cardboards had to be bought. So in total, I believe it came up to about 500 and something dollars, $100. So yeah, but she helped, and I appreciate that. Now this clip here is just me creating some designs for the house out, the outer appearance of the house, and I didn't want it to look plain and white, so I was cutting out some designs to give it a good look. With I was utilizing a scissors, of course, so you can watch and observe me cut them, and that's the end result of it. And then this is just a better view of what the finished product of the house look like. Very big, very viewable, and the children had fun looking at the house. The roof is able to be removed, the doors can open, etc. Now within the house, as you guys can see, we utilize simple rags that the children used to eat, and I had these manipulative stuff in the kitchen that could actually work. Some of the things were printed to give it a house look, and some was made with cardboard box, and just foam was used to just cover it. Sorry about that. Now this is the game I use. When the music stopped, the children get to pick a picture, and then they will explain what is the use of the picture they would have picked. So if they would have picked a bed, they would have had to say what is a bed used for. So that was the whole activity for that. I appreciate the help I got for this TP. I am glad that it turned out. It was able to fall together nicely. I didn't know how it would have fall together, to be honest, and I'm really happy that it came together well. Glory to God. So this was my kit, and everything was made from box, foam, some things were printed, some things were laminated, and so forth. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you for watching to the end, and I appreciate you for watching.